Not enough capital? No renovation experience? No time to find that perfect deal? Reasons why everyone isn't making money in Arizona's booming real estate market. Finally, a chance for a passive investor to capitalize on Arizona real estate. Jameson, Wall Street experience to oversee, format, and structure the finances. Rocky, designs and lays out renovations that completely transform. John, buying and selling real estate in the Valley for 25 years. He identifies the properties that are home runs. Neighborhood Ventures, welcome to the team.
Venture on Marlette is a remodel in the thriving 7th Street corridor in Uptown Phoenix. It has 12 large 2- and 3-bedroom units. We are raising $600,000 through crowdfunding with a minimum investment of $1,000, a 3-year target hold period, and we are paying a 12% preferred return.
This is our new project, Venture on Marlette.
Okay.
Great neighborhood, 7th Street,
I love it.
north of Bethany Home. Today we're walking Venture on Marlette with the team. This is a blank slate for us, so we're gonna have a good time walking around this property today and understanding more about what's gonna make it a successful project for us. It's 12 units. The courtyard's really where all the activity is for the property, so the street here we're gonna have to fix and make it more active. The neighborhood's changing quite a bit. They're building 245 units next door. It's gonna be a beautiful project when it's done. It's gonna be a little headache for us during the construction with all this stuff going on, but as far as us, it's gonna play into our time frames anyway.
Perfect.
This is a hub of probably some of the best restaurants now that are opening in the area.
Totally agree.
So I think we need to capitalize on what makes this property cool and what makes it walkable.
In terms of like, you know, the live, eat, work, do you feel like there's gonna be access to all of that over there?
I think in the past it hasn't because the restaurants kind of stopped at Bethany Home.
Okay.
And they didn't go this far north, but they're really starting to fill in. And I think this project's a big, significant change to the neighborhood, and it's really starting to set the tone for it.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to see more of that happening.
John brings a lot of experience and a lot of confidence in this process, from the renovations to how he's going to market it. I can see that he can see like 6 months down the road. He's done this so many times.
So I'm the product of 27 plus years in the Phoenix multifamily market. ABI Multifamily is a company that I started back in 2013 with 4 other partners, and we are one of the most active apartment brokers in the market.
First time I met John, we were going to meet for an hour, and it ended up turning into 4 hours because we talked so much about our vision for crowdfunding with commercial real estate. And John's a visionary guy. If you look at what he's done in his life, he's built companies, he's done new developments, he's renovated buildings, he owned several hundred properties all at one time.
So one of the values for us with Neighborhood Ventures is that having a team of some of the most active real estate brokers in our market in multifamily space, finding transactions, finding deals, understanding them, and bring it to us, and the fact that we can, at Neighborhood Ventures, execute quickly, we're able to find those properties quickly. So my background in both brokerage, ownership, and I really do enjoy construction and understanding new ways to make things even cooler and to get the cost down and make things work. A lot like what we did in our office building over here. This is a product of a lot of our hard work and a lot of my innovation. We're gonna do the same thing with our buildings and Neighborhood Ventures. Again, what I love about the building, really big units, great bones, it's all concrete construction.
So these will go?
Yeah, there's no reason to keep a dumpster in front.
No.
There's no reason to keep that bird cage in the front, whatever that is. That's going. And we're gonna put individual hot water heaters, so we don't need that master hot water heater.
Right.
And that'll open up this courtyard. All this stuff's gotta go. This pony wall, these things that separate the front yard don't make any sense to me.
I don't know if I hate this. Well, it's not great right now, this outcropping thing, but if we got rid of these 2 front panels.
Pretty excited to work with Rocky. She's snappy, she's fun. She brings a different angle to it. One of the things that I know that I'm not good at, I know what I like when I see it. She's one of those people that can look at something and see something that's not there yet.
Is there a way to make it, like salvage it? Do you see it?
I don't know. If there's a way to make it look cool, great. I just look at it going, it just feels like a walking out of a prison.
It doesn't, I agree, it doesn't work right now. But once, you know, if we got rid of those steps, right?
You know, items or pieces of a property that you would never have included in as, say, you know, a new build, it always gives this design opportunity that can create a really cool moment.
You never would have built it from scratch, but when you can integrate it in a really cool way, it makes it sexy, it makes it different, and I think it's at least worth exploring.
Okay, I'm open to it.
All right, I want to see what...
All right, it's the courtyard, the premier area of the property.
All right.
At some point.
Yes, it will be. This is incredible. This is incredible, not as it is right now. A project like this is so much fun because I really feel like there's so much I can do. Specifically this outdoor space, kind of giving the color scheme of the raw wood, black and white, and then adding accents of green is always a win. I mean, it's a modern look. And then no one talks in groups of 20. They're not all standing in a circle. It's usually like groups of 4 to 6. So really the goal is to create spaces within this pretty good sized area that will not only allow people to come together as a community, people that live here, but also have their own kind of like moments. If we're talking about changing the eaves or the underside of that with tongue and groove wood, isn't that what you were saying?
Yeah, the rough cut, so we'll have it wood colored.
Yes.
It'll look really good up against the building.
Well, but then I'm saying if we do that up there, then all of a sudden, if we clad this in something similar, maybe create a bench that people really enjoy, and they don't see it as kind of a weird thing. They see it as a feature.
Yeah, I didn't think about it. That's good.
Okay.
So I think having John, he's been an apartment guy for a long time, and so he kind of has his set idea of what we should do at a project like this, and Raquel brings a new kind of fresh look at different things we could do to make it more contemporary, and she's just a design focus. So it's kind of fun to see them working together. John and I have been working together for about 1.5 years, and recently we added Raquel, and she brings a really nice dynamic with some fresh ideas to what we're doing.
All right. It's big. That's a good thing.
Yeah, well, it's
That's
big,
a good thing. It is big.
But then we have to fill the space.
So how are we going to do that?
Well, I think we have an opportunity to put a washer and dryer in that corner. I think that would work out really well. We'll have...
Well, I mean, I've never seen one this small, but you're saying that we can fit one in here. Let's see. Nope, I'm pretty sure my washer and dryer are bigger. Are we going to steal some space?
We'll steal some space.
Okay, we'll steal some space.
And that'll help reduce the amount of cabinets we have, but I think we could put a stacked washer and dryer, the front load, and plumb everything in here.
And then as far as this window here, are we going to have to cover that, or are we going to have to replace that? What are your thoughts on there?
I really like light, and I think this
Agreed.
This large unit needs a lot of light. So if we can figure out a window structure where we keep the side light and frost it, that way we don't have these blinds that keep pushing away that are held together with Band-Aids.
Someone got a little aggressive with the DIY.
And we could do a different style of door that's part of the whole system. I think that'll look really good.
I love it.
So one of the things I think is going to be a challenge on Marlette, they are big units, and there's a lot of space to play with. So I think we're going to have to be smart about how do we make the space feel intimate when we're done with it and comfortable for the residents, yet not overspend on the things we're going to put in there.
Before I started doing design, I was in real estate. And one thing that I learned doing real estate is that the most important, or at least the most emphasized parts of a home are the kitchen and master bedroom, bathroom. So those are the first things that I look at when I'm remodeling for a client, especially one like this where the intent is to eventually be able to sell this. So we want to make sure that a lot of focus is put on kitchen design, and then also doing things in the master bedroom and bathroom that are sort of more wow factor. I want to push it a little bit more. We'll see if John kind of has that in the budget, but I am going to be creative and I'm going to be persuasive because I really feel like those areas are the ones that make people remember a property.
John, what are you thinking as far as budget for each of these units? So we have 12 units, and
the thing I mentioned before, we've got what's different from this project from our first project is they're 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, big units, and extra bathrooms, more money, more tile work, more fixtures. So it's a few $1,000s more in work. Plus we have a big kitchen area, so we're gonna have to get creative on what cabinets we really need in this kitchen.
Yeah.
How we put the washer and dryer in there, it takes some area. Can we use shelving in some spots rather than full cabinets?
Yes, I'll tell you that, we can.
But those are the costs that will drive it up. We do have individual AC units for each unit. They were put in a few years ago, so they're there already. We are gonna have to upgrade electrical. That actually helps us by it's a cost for us, but it saves us money over the long run by having the tenant now responsible for their own utility use.
Good.
Again, our biggest cost, flooring and kitchen. So
Sure.
playing around with what makes sense on this, what makes it work, and trying to keep the cost down.
Yeah, I think this is a great building. Then what's happening in the neighborhood is a really good driver. I think we have to maintain the costs with a building like this. Since the units are bigger, all of a sudden the costs could get out of control, and you have 12 units. So if you spend a few $1,000s more in one unit, and we do that times 12, all of a sudden your margins are gone. But it seems like they have a good idea of some ways to make it a really cool project without going over budget and keeping budget tight. Venture on Marlette is a great investment as it stands, and the neighborhood will be even more desirable because of the 240-unit luxury apartment building that's being built across the street.
This is gonna be such a cool project. It's gonna be its own thing. It's gonna be huge and beautiful. And this gets to be its sexy cousin. I don't know.
That's the idea. And these people are gonna spend all that time and effort to bring in 245 new residents.
Right.
For us to pull in 12 into this project,
Yeah.
they're gonna love it.
Especially if this feels more boutique. You know, that one's like super slick and new. This one has got to feel like it's got character, like it's really something special. And I think we can do that. This is cool.
Continue this journey with us. Click the subscribe button. And for notifications, ring the bell.